my Senna's refueled now, and it's got a bit colder outside, so I've come outside to record, hoping that well, actually I haven't refueled. I need to watch one more ad. Right, that ad really killed my brain, and I've no idea what it was for, but now I feel absolutely brain dead, and no idea why. Anyway, it's like the adverts are just such useless. It's just such a useless bit of information for my brain. I didn't need to look at that. I didn't need to listen to it. I went to a garden centre a couple of weeks ago and someone was blocking the entrance. A really large woman was blocking the entrance, and I want her to be socially distant and get out the way and let me go through the front door. But she's like, no, stop. I must tell you something. We've had a flood. And I'm like, all right, that's okay. Tried to get in. No. You must listen to the rest. There's some puddles everywhere. Okay. I get it. And wait, you haven't finished. I don't think I need to know. You do need to know. The restaurant's closed. Oh my God. You know. When I then got in the garden centre and I just immediately left because she put me in such a bad mood, telling me that I had to hear that the restaurant was closed. If I wanted to go to the restaurant, I would find out. And I didn't want to go. I did not need to listen to her. And she told me I needed to listen to her. Don't ever tell me I need to listen to you. I think I get the next blueprint pack after this race. And then when that next race starts, I'm going to talk about why I love the word Pingdemic. Oh, come on, don't screw that up. Right, what am I getting in the next pack? Please don't be trade coins. Be some decent blueprints. Be Senna. I need 28 to max my Senna. Oh, let's keep going. I'm using up the gas tank now on the Senna. I should repaint it. Colours aren't standing out enough. So yeah, I'm like an alien sometimes when I'm watching the news or see a newspaper because I pay so little attention to them for such long periods of time. And I saw the word Pingdemic recently and it just made me laugh straight away because it immediately made sense. And for people that aren't in the UK, at the moment we're using the term ping to mean someone, so people might have this app installed from the NHS and you get pinged if you get told you've been near someone that might have had corona or might have been tested or might. And it's just ridiculous now because you then have to self-isolate because the chances you have it or the chances you... Please get all the way around. Whoa! Oh. I thought I was going to get all the way around fine. And then it didn't. Anyway, so this term Pingdemic's come out. Because not pandemic, Pingdemic, so P-I-N-G. Because so many people now are off work because they've been pinged rather than them actually have the virus. Oh, let's catch up. There was a headline as well that the supermarket shelves were empty and everyone was rushing for food, and I thought I haven't noticed anything, and I went to Waitrose later and the shop was completely empty in terms of people and all the shelves were full of food, and there were all these pictures in the paper showing these empty supermarket shelves, but they were all from one brand of supermarket. Why have I got bad signal? Oh, because I'm sat outside. All of these empty shelves were in one particular supermarket, and the argument was that all the drivers are now not off sick, they're off because they've been pinged and they have to self-isolate. And it made me think about the sort of personal motivation of the drivers themselves, because if you work for a big company, and maybe the companies, they're insisting on regular testing probably, and then the drivers know that if they install the NHS app and they get pinged, they'll get paid to sit at home and they won't have to work. And there's probably a mindset that most people in the population won't install that NHS app because it will restrict your life, and you'll just get a text message saying you're now not allowed to go anywhere, and basically your life's over because you went near someone in a restaurant that might have gone near someone else that had a virus, that might have had the virus. But there's a lot of people in a lot of jobs that don't really want to go to work and like to be paid to sit at home. And they know if they get pinged, that will happen. So those sort of people are more motivated to install the app and to go out and about and hope that they get pinged more often. And I think that's happened. And then it's going to affect a whole sector immediately because they all know each other and they all work together, so they'll ping each other straight away. So if your mate gets pinged, you want to get pinged as well, because then you both get 2 weeks off. Everyone's panicking at the moment as well because there's an increase in infection rates, and it's during the summer, and it doesn't really make sense because the other increases in infections were in the winter and seemed weather dependent. But there's a big fundamental difference at the moment in who's getting PCR tests that will lead to that increase in infection rates being reported, because right now, like at the very beginning of the pandemic, none of the middle classes in high paid jobs would see it necessary to get a COVID test to check whether they had it. They would just simply work from home and avoid it. They're not going to want to be then diagnosed as a leper and legally restricted from doing anything in life. Whereas some of the more lower paid industries, again for this same reason, if they're being forced to go to, not lower paid, most of the essential workers, if they're being forced to go to work anyway, the only way out of it is having COVID. So it's more, you're more motivated to have the test whenever you're sick, because then you've got a justification for not working. But what's happened this summer is that now there's flights and you're allowed to go on holiday. All the middle classes and the wealthy middle classes that wouldn't have had PCR tests before when they had a cough now need to have a test even if they have a cough, because they just want to fly abroad to go to Spain for a couple of weeks or to go to somewhere else in the world. And that will lead to a massive increase in the number of reported infections. And those infections aren't leading to deaths, not because, I don't believe it's because of the vaccine's effectiveness. It's because the people now being tested are the ones that wouldn't have got affected anyway, and that's why they wouldn't normally get a test, but they're forced to get a test to travel or to do anything significant. My brain starts to wonder as well, then what if one day an accident happened and a certain batch of testing equipment or PCR test stuff led to a lot of false positives. So a false positive isn't bad for controlling the virus. It's quite a good thing. If you accidentally say someone has it when they don't, and you make them quarantine, it's not going to hurt anyone else. It just damages their freedom. And the test may have been really accurate at the start, but then the rate of production needing to be increased, the number of tests needing to be done all the time, you could lead to having one particular place that does tests, leading to a higher quantity of false positives. Don't knock me down. I had to think then. I need to switch the tilt. Oh, I should have taken the route. I switched back because I was nervous. Oh, and then my drift turned off. Yes. I screwed that up thinking too much, and I've forgotten where I was, and I was trying to say something important about efficiency of tests. Yeah, if accidentally you got a batch of tests that were giving higher false positives, it would lead to a increase in reported infection rates. But you wonder who would care, because it doesn't make it worse in terms of the spread of COVID, and it helps forward the agendas of people that want us to comply with all the new regulations whenever they say. And it's clear that now people have agendas, when at the beginning they were just panicking and reacting to fear. Now the people in charge seem to have clear agendas, and they're just trying to get us to accept them all the time, rather than walking into the unknown and trying to listen to the science, as they used to say. That era's gone. Now it's just listen to us. Oh, don't hit the helicopter. Sometimes the helicopter's there, sometimes it's not. And I just hit the helicopter on the way back. Damn helicopter. Let's ruin that. At least I'm not overheating sitting outside. My flat's not that hot though, but it has been really hot in the UK this week. I think it was 30 today. Maybe, no, it wasn't as hot today, but it's been very hot this week. Oh! Why did my car do that? Lucky on that barrel. Right, I'm out of gas. Good luck, guys. I'm madder than you. I didn't want to stop. I've refueled my Senna. One of the most horrifying things, one of the most surprising things, horrifying from a sort of satirical point of view, that I saw on the news recently was the blue background that they stand in front of when Downing Street do briefings now. There's like 3 podiums in front of this incredibly blue background with 2 Union Jacks, one either side of the guy in the middle talking, that could be the Prime Minister. And it makes me laugh, thinking, is this meant to make you cry patriotic tears when you see this? It looks like, to me, it's a Orwellian war council giving a daily dictate. And it's so blue, it blows my mind. It's like the red, white and blue thing, like I get it a little bit, but we're not flag worshippers. No one in England flies a flag outside their house like they do in America. I lived in Texas for a bit and there are flags everywhere. Oh, he's close. Defensive spin into shockwave. Don't want to get KD. Third will do. Can I catch? Oh, I can. My shock's gonna run out. And he's got his. He's on my left. Why did first crash? Who was it? Anyway, next race. I've had to move back inside though. I got too cold outside. I was sitting under a blanket on my balcony. It's actually getting quite chilly. I don't know what the temperature is, but after the heat we've had, it felt really cold. But it was enabling my phone to run for longer without stressing. I don't want to be pushed left at the start there. I'm putting myself in a very high risk place now, being in the middle here. Someone will nudge me now. Got to keep the shockwave points really tight there. Listen behind. There's someone still really close behind me. Oh, lucky. Just let this barrel late and then you go faster. You see how I overtook second there. And for defense, shockwave, and then your launch speed's faster. How far have I got to go for the next blueprint? Oh, 3,100. I really liked Texas. It was one of my favourite places in all the world. I was only young when we were there. I can't remember my age, but I just remember riding my bike all over the place. Everywhere was flat, so it was quite easy to ride your bike anywhere. Not have to go up a big hill to get back anywhere. They had this park in the middle of Houston though called Memorial Park. Can I get the shot now? Oh! Why was he going so slow is the question. Why is no one knocking down? You're meant to brake when your car's meant to smash when I brake into you like that with the 360. What happened to the game? It was all stuff, I believe it was all stuff to handle bad connections better. Yes. I'm getting tired. What's the next milestone? Just credits. Getting fewer players now. I should play some Ghost Slipstream to catch up on that. Whoa, I didn't want to do that. That was really bad. I forgot where I was. If I go too close to him, then boy, he'll spin on that jump, and then I'd be buggered. Oh, I'm going to catch up with him. On this side, he's going to be right behind me, want to tap me. Made up a little for that start. It was so sloppy, I'm really sorry. Hopefully didn't lose points. Can't wait to get the Auckland tracks in multiplayer. It's so much quicker to adapt to tracks with TouchDrive because it does the steering for you, so it's easier to adapt to new tracks quicker. So it's quite fun when the new tracks come out that in multiplayer that a lot of the very good manual players, tilt drivers, not manual, sorry. A lot of the good tilt drivers will crash a lot in multiplayer at the beginning. It makes it fun. That was an intense start then. There's a guy right on my tail. It's going to take any advance you can. I have to get to a shockwave right now. Okay, there's distance. There's distance between us. So I can drift a bit early. Oh, that was poor then. He's right on my tail still. He's literally on my tail. I don't know what car he's in. How's it going so fast? Oh, it's Elizabetha. Don't KD me. Oh, it was Ari Virus. Sweet, in the next league. One more fuel. Don't go in the wall. The game did not do that when it started as well. That was some adaptation due to people moaning about something that led the TouchDrive cars to drive into the walls at the beginning, not into the walls, but onto the pavement, onto the curb at the beginning, and just do that stupid going sideways and compromising everything. Yeah. That's what happens. There's someone on my back. I'm at very high risk going into this next turn with TouchDrive. It's going to hit me. Oh, he's not. And then I get to shockwave here and I'm safe. I'm safe. Fuel's finished. Phone's rather hot because I came back inside. Frame rate's going down. Nice end. Show my trophy screen. Do it. Nearly top 50. Good luck with TouchDrive, might I add. Good luck, guys. I'm madder than you.